and girls, welcome back to my channel. I do hope you're doing well. We're having a little bit of a cheating baking this month. I didn't know what to cook because we're coming to the end of summer. In my eyes it is. I know people are going to be saying, no, get a grip. For me it is. So next month I'm thinking like it's autumn. It's like crumbles. It's like, have we got a little mark on here? Sorry my lovelies, I just see a little bit of dust on the lens. So I'm thinking like crumbles, cobblers, fruit pies, like all the good stuff. And I thought, to be honest, I haven't actually had time to sit down and actually look to what to do for baking. So we always normally have some like ready-made kits in the cupboard just in case, or if say we're here one weekend and everyone fancies a little sweet treat, we can just whack it in and be done. So I've had a little route for it. It was either cookies or this. I can't be bothered with cookies, my lovelies. I just want something to chuck in and be done. So today we're actually going to see Miss Betty Crocker. What has Miss Betty Crocker got to offer? We're going to do the peanut butter brownie mix. This is how they are supposed to turn out. This is how it's supposed to turn out. So I'm just preheating the oven. And it says with this, you just need an egg, some vegetable oil and water. So I'm like, okay. 3 simple steps. What could go wrong? We have 18 to 22 minutes to bake it. 10 minutes it says to prep it. And it says we should be good to go. Whether we will be or not will be another question. Let me get a spoon. So I thought, my lovelies, we could have a big old catch up because obviously we are now coming into, sorry Canon, guys, it does this once I go off. Hello, I am here. I thought we could have a little look and have a big catch up with what's been going on. So first off, let's get this open. How is everyone? How is everyone feeling coming into the autumnal months? I can't lie, guys. Today it's been absolutely bucking it down most of the day where I worked. So I can't lie, it was actually getting me in the autumnal months. Oh, guys, look at that. It's literally, that is your mix ready done. And this must be all the peanut butter. But it's very specific with the peanut butter. So it says to pour into a baking paper lined tin, pour our mixture once we've done it, and then pour the peanut butter randomly into the batter in the tin and use a knife to swirl through the brownie. Okay, so we've got to give it like, if you're a 90s baby or in school, do you remember like when you had to cook marble cake? When you'd have like the mixture for a chocolate sponge or a vanilla sponge, and I think if it was a vanilla sponge, you'd melt chocolate and weave it through, and then chocolate sponge would just be white chocolate, if I remember that correctly. So first thing is first, you actually probably are not even going to be able to see what I'm doing because I'm just rabbiting away. Should we move you a little bit over there? Just so you can see, I mean, we're not actually cooking today, my lovelies. We're just having a big catch up. So yes, how is everyone feeling coming into September? I can't believe that the time is now like, we're coming into September. Like, what the actual hell? Where has this year gone? What do you think of me hoodie? I'm wearing me Highland Cow one, guys. It was either Shein or Temu, one of them. I actually think I'm going to put that as well on the baking tray, just in case it overflows. So we are going to pop that away in the baking cupboard. Guys, we've got quite a few vlogs coming soon. I've just done one of my favourite orders of the year. Can anyone guess what it is? I haven't actually done one since I left Mum's. I did do one last year. I made do with what I had. But shall I give you a guess? Oh my goodness, Canon. Guys, I am so sorry about this. It's where we are in black. Canon is just like, no. Should we take this off? Should we take this off and show the chub's arms? Let's have a look. Make sure I'm not going to expose myself. Let's have a look. Is that going to be a little bit better so you can see me, Canon? Probably not, because I'm still in black. And the sunburn's going, guys. It is going ever so slowly. But I've done the order of the new coffee capsules. You're probably thinking, Shannon, get a grip. Guys, that was like the highlight at Mum's when we would do the Nescafe and Tassimo order, and there was a big offer on, so I was like, you know what, we're well and truly stocked up for the year. I've also done today an Iceland order, so that's going to be like all the freezer supplies, and also Iceland's really good for drinks. So of course I've stocked up on my coffees, because you get the Starbucks 10 for 10 quid. Let me just make sure before I start rushing into this. What have we got? 30ml, 2 tablespoons of oil, 2 tablespoons of water, and a egg. That's what I meant to say. So yes, I'm really freaking happy with that. I can't lie, guys. I'm like, ah! I'm so happy. So we've only got a little bit left there to actually use up of the current capsules. And then while this is cooking, I'm going to jump in the shower. And then when we come back, we will eat this. And then, let me just, because it's got to be 2 tablespoons of water as well. And then, so that is freezer filled up, coffee machines filled up, and then we will have on Sunday, we're going to the... I'm so sorry about this. You need to adjust yourself a little bit quicker. We are doing... Can you tell I sat in traffic and I'm a little bit, we are going to the Butcher Sunday, which I am so excited. So we've got an Iceland delivery Sunday. We're going to the Butcher Sunday. I'm also doing a lovely... Does anyone else, is it just me, do you have like your rubbish tea towels, then your nice tea towels? Like your tea towels that you don't care getting a little bit of muck on, and then your nice ones, and then your drying up ones? Probably not. It's probably just me, isn't it? Yes, probably is just me. Is this right? I feel this needs a lot more liquid. Right, we'll just keep mixing and hope it comes out of the whisk. And then while this is cooking, I'm going to jump in the shower, freshen myself up, and then once this is cooling, me and Dan are going to pop to... This can't be right. Absolutely not. How is this supposed to feel? Oh my God, guys, I'm getting it everywhere. Did that just fling up somewhere? This is where I find it on the wall. Guys, this is definitely... Do you put more oil? Or... This could be a disaster. Is it more oil or more water? That said on there, 2 tablespoons. And that is how it's come out. I'm sorry. Or do I put more oil or water? I've actually got to Google this. And then we're going to pop to Lidl while this is cooling and do a fridge stock up. And then by Sunday, we should have a full fridge, full freezer. The cupboards are still filled. Right. If my brownie mixture is too dry, do I add more oil or water? Small amount of water. I was going to say, there's no way. You watch, and then this will be where it just actually goes to like, whoop. But there's no way. That's way. This is not going to fill that tin. I should have done little individual cups. Right, guys, this could not work. I mean, when do my baking ever work? Oh, that's a bit better. That's a bit more of a runny mixture, let's say. But, yes, so because it's a new season, that's when we normally do the stock ups. Like every but saying that, we haven't stocked the cupboards up, I think probably since March, I think was the last time I've done a big one, and we got that like filled. So we've still got bits and bobs left in the cupboard, like we've still got my sauces and all that, but I think because we're going to be doing like a big speed clean, getting the house ready for autumn, it just feels right to get like everything done, you know. So filled cupboards, filled freezer, filled fridge, we're good to go. So adding that little splash of water, I'd probably say that that was another 30 ml, say another 2 tablespoons. Adding that has just actually give it the consistency that I think it needs to have. But there is no way, unless I've got too big a tin. It said an 8" by 8". I don't know if this is 8" by 8" or if it's a bigger one. I don't know. Guys, I'm actually really excited for like autumn and Halloween this year, because obviously last year we didn't really decorate because we were still like renovating and bits and bobs and everything like that. So to actually be able to decorate this year, I can't wait. And you might have seen the ladders in the back, because that means we need to get up into the loft. And also we need to get into the baby loft above the little gap for the bathroom, because we've got to start getting all of the drinks out. And no, guys, I don't think this is right. Is my tin not 8". Because this looks like it's going to be a very flat brownie. And if I remember correctly, I've done brownies, God, many moons ago, and they didn't actually come out too bad. So, I mean, for the fact that this isn't looking as promising and it's a ready-made mixture, I'm a little bit worried. Right, let's spoon the peanut butter in, because it said just dollop it in the batter tin. But yes, so as I'm filming this, it's Friday. I think you guys see this Sunday, which will be like officially the last day of August. And I might look a bit different by the time I next do a video. Fingers crossed, if all goes to plan. I'm not entirely sure just yet, but oh, okay, it's a very light peanut butter. Let's just pop it in there, and then we've got to swirl it. I should have actually bought me like skewers, and I think, is that Dan singing in the back? Yeah, I think Dan has just come in as well. Once he knows there's baking, he will be here. There he is at the window.
What's right?
You okay?
Yes, darling. How are you?
I'm good. I just had to add, I thought I was going to do a mare on this. I thought, oh my God, it's a ready-made mixture, and I'm going to make a right cod's ear of it.
Well, what, you're buggering up?
No, the mixture, I'm like,
done?
There's no way this is going to rise in the tin.
Looks lovely.
I'm just going by Miss Betty Crocker. But Miss Betty Crocker, she was off with her liquid measurements, so I had to add a little bit more water, because it was actually just like paste.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, no.
Maybe it was a reason it was like that.
Huh?
Maybe it was a reason it was like that.
No, but it's still like paste. Oh, that's good peanut butter.
What one did you use?
The one, it was in the pack.
In the pack? Oh.
Yeah, so we've got peanut butter brownies, because I couldn't be bothered with the cookies.
My peanut butter's better.
Eh? What did you say?
I said my peanut butter's better.
It probably is, but what we've got to see what Miss Betty Crocker's about. So now I like this part, because I actually feel like I'm doing a marble cake, like back at school. Oh, I like this. I do hope that it does actually rise. I can't lie. I'm not quite...
As long as it's cooked, it doesn't matter.
Yes. Which we will be setting Siri on a timer. Guys, I don't want to tip it, because it might... I think that looks all right. So this is going to go in for 18 to 22 minutes. I will put it in the middle. Oh, it's on 160. Let's see if we do have peanut butter brownies. In the meantime, I'm going to jump in the shower, quickly put a change of clothes on, and then, as I say, once that's out, we're going to have a little mooch to Lidl, and then you should still have warm brownies when we're back. I feel like, should we pick up a little tub of ice cream?
Okay, I think there might actually be something in there.
Did we eat
Halo.
it? Halo? I haven't had Halo for months. I know we ate the little one. Because I have to have, like, if I've got a hot dessert, I have, like,
berries!
Whereas Dan will have a hot dessert and he will always have ice cream with it, so.
No.
No ice
We
cream?
got to get some.
We'll look for a little vanilla.
Some Turek must have eaten it.
Who ate all of that then, eh? Guys, I'll see you in 20 minutes. So my lovelies, we are back. We did go Lidl. Thank goodness we went in the car because it started to rain and we ended up with 3 bags later. So yes, we got slightly carried away. But I've just cut the brownie, guys, and I am so happy. You can decide which bit you want. The peanut butter, I cut through a strip of it and I was like, oh, these are like gooey. The type I feel like we're going to need a drink because it's going to coat the top of our mouths. Nice and spongy. Okay.
Yeah.
For a ready-made mixture, I don't think it's that bad.
Well, you should be making these by scratch.
I would normally do, darling.
Well,
but I'm
just
kind of
saying.
in the moment now for like doing fruit crumbles, fruit cobblers. When you said you was going to pick fruit this week, I was like, oh, I feel like we might have to go off and do the fruit picking. And then like fresh fruit, stew it down with a bit of honey, vanilla, sugar. When we was in Lidl, we saw the fruit strudel and I was like, I can do them.
Yeah. Good.
Strudel, custard, well, ice cream with jam. We did get ice cream. We got rum and raisin. That was our flavour. But I think I have done brownies before because you said they were nice. But I think I was trying to think what Dan likes. I think probably the better or best thing that I've baked for Dan is the Millionaire shortbreads.
Yes, with the chunky bit of chocolate.
Caramel.
And like the inch thick caramel.
I can do them again.
I think the best thing I've done for you was my world famous fruit crumble that Mama G kindly chose the right person.
Guys, if you could see his grin next door to the camera right now.
I'm trying to think of my words, but obviously the smile from ear to ear is making it extremely hard.
If you're an OG and you remember the Christmas crumble cook-off, comment crumble underneath and we'll see who's been around it. I'm trying to think when that was, 2023?
Quite done.
Yeah, because we was at Mum's. And Dan used tinned fruit. And I tell you now, Mum was only doing it to be polite because I've done her crumble many and many years.
You're so spiteful. And you can't let me have that
fruit
win.
does not belong in a fruit crumble.
Well, clearly Mum thought it does.
And I'll tell you what, I love it because around that time of year, I feel like it was just after Christmas. Maybe a few days after Boxing Day because I feel like I'd done a sandwich using all the leftovers, like the turkey, the stuffing, like a big toasty. And I got a picture of Dan in his Christmas jumper with his tongue out above the crumble, like, ha, and I'm like, bastard. Mum was being polite. Guaranteed, if I do that in this house, she'll say, oh yeah, yours is lovely, Shan.
She's going to say that, of course she is.
And then Dan will be like, you don't have to lie, Gold. She'll say, I'm not. And I'll be like, well, what was you like last time?
No, but obviously...
I'll be like, EastEnders Christmas.
Well, where I won the first one, she's obviously going to give it to you, isn't she? To try and even it up and make you feel just a little bit better.
Are you hearing this, guys?
All them years in catering.
You won't think of the amount of stuff I've burned on my... Actually, I haven't burnt anything since we've been in the house. It was Mum's oven. I actually stand by it. It was Mum's oven. But no, I haven't actually burnt anything.
No, darling, everything's done.
I'll tell you what I did like doing was the white chocolate brownie when I put all the mini Smarty eggs, mini Milky Bar eggs, mini... Because everyone said, oh my God, you just ruined it with all that chocolate. It's diabetes on a plate. I'm sorry, it's Easter. If I want to douse myself in chocolate, 2 packs are going to go on there.
Can't lie, I didn't have too many of them.
I thought it was all right.
Door wedges.
Yeah. It was a good mixture though. I think it was like M&M's, Smarties, Kit Kat. Just push it all in and be done with it. I can't lie though. Betty Crocker, I think your measurements are off for the size of the tin. Because it's not a dense brownie. I feel like that this would have done like 3 lots of that bag would have done that container. So, yeah, because she said an 8x8 and I'm sure that is an 8x8. But like when I done the brownies before, it come like halfway up the tin. This is very shallow.
Yeah.
So I feel like she needs to maybe times her mixture by like 2 or 3 and then you'll actually get the right density. But I can't lie guys, I did cheat this month. It's just been very chaotic. It's been very busy this last week. And I didn't really have time to go and cook anything from scratch. And as I say, I'm in my crumble era now. I'm like pumpkin pie. I actually want to... Guys, where can I get pumpkin puree from? Please let me know because I want to do a pumpkin pie. Like a proper pumpkin pie. I've never done one.
Okay.
With a short crust pastry, the pumpkin pie filling and then the cream on top. I'm sure you can get tins of it somewhere. I don't know if it's in the American candy shops. It's like tin of pumpkin pie puree or something like that.
Right, what is... It's just the insides of the pumpkin blended?
Yeah, and I think it's blended with like sugar. Like I feel
sugar
it's sweet.
And cinnamon.
Yeah. And then you normally do like a spray cream on top, you see them when they have it in America. And it's in like a thin short crust pastry base.
Well... The only place where I think they actually might do something like that might be Asda. The reason I say that is because Asda do a section of American...
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to say sweets, but savoury bits. Like you can get the goober there and the fluff.
Dan's into his goober era.
Oh,
we'll pick one up when we next go.
No, it's a naughty business that. That's a spoon in a jar thing. That's... No.
Really?
Yeah, there's like stay well and truly away from that.
Even more addictive than peanut butter?
It is peanut butter.
With jelly?
Yeah, but you know, as when you eat that, the peanut butter makes you want to drink after.
I was like, it's sticking the roof of my mouth. It's very, very
But when
good.
you have the jelly there, you don't need to. And it's just glum, glum. There's a reason I put the weight on, darling.
We ain't had any gooper in this house.
Not in this yes, I haven't.
No.
No. Called lunch breaks for a reason.
Oh.
Just sit there. Glum, glum.
Is that why you don't call me on lunch?
Yeah.
Too busy stuffing his face with peanut butter and jelly. But I don't think they're too bad for a ready-made one. Betty Crocker, good. I think you're quite good. They was actually from it's either Lidl or Asda, and I think they was under £2 for a box. But if you've got little ones and you've got an afternoon and you want to cook something up, they're really handy. So I've got cookie ones in there, but I couldn't be bothered to make cookies today, guys. I thought just whack it in a thing and be done. Definitely do think it needed a little bit more water, like I put in as well.
See, the thing I don't get with cookies is why do you use so much sugar?
It's supposed to have that crumbly texture in it. Could you do a sugarless cookie?
I have tried. I did try making as well. You know, beetroot muffins. Have you ever heard of them?
No, but I just said beetroot and I'm like...
Beetroot muffins, and they were... they were disgusting.
Vile.
I took one bite and was like, all 12 of them. Whoa,
no!
They were disgusting.
See, in my head, I thought he was going to say they was lovely, and I'm just thinking, oh my God, the mess with beetroot in the kitchen.
No, I'll be honest. I had one bite of it and was like, no.
I've heard of like beetroot crisps and like roasted
I
beetroot
used to have
people.
them, the beetroot crisps. That when we was over because you can get them from Tesco's. I think they're
Oh.
Twinings or something.
It was that weird brand, wasn't it? You
That's
used to have
it.
carrot and sweet pepper and all of that.
They were lovely, they were. But yeah, I chopped up actual chunks of beetroot really finely.
Right.
Baked them into a...
Was it like a Victoria sponge mixture, but a savoury one?
I can't remember now. But it was just like a normal batter mix. You know, like where you have people that go like gluten-free and all that type of stuff. So I was like, okay then. So I looked at the recipe and went through the stage of putting the
beetroot
in it, and it would just come out absolutely disgusting.
Did they rise or?
Yeah.
Oh, they
I mean, don't get me wrong, they're not sitting there like
a Yorkshire pudding.
They're not Yorkshire pudding worthy, but they rose a little bit, and they had that really dark purpley
I can
taste.
imagine, like almost like dragon fruit colour.
Yes.
That I think would sound cool.
But they didn't taste good. Cool. And I was like, no, okay.
I actually want to do maybe one day. Well, I say now it's getting colder. It'd be nice to have a warm breakfast. So I used to do breakfast muffins.
Okay.
Kind of almost like an omelette style muffin. You used to pour the batter mixture into your little silicone cake things and then bake it. And I used to do it with like cheese, little bits of pepper, ham, onion, and then rise it, little chopped bits of bacon.
I can see that.
Could maybe try some breakfast muffins.
Did you cook the bacon before you put it in?
Yeah, so everything I would cook beforehand because I wouldn't chance putting it in
raw
just in case it didn't fully cook. But guys, I can't wait to get my omelette machine back out.
Oh,
I crave my omelettes now, and I'm like, I love them. I will be up at 4:15 in the morning doing omelettes, I think soon. You're not an omelette person, are you? Holidays, nearly every morning I have omelettes because they cook it fresh for me. They're like, what ingredients do you want? I'm like, everything, please. They have about 10 different bowls. I'm like, everything, please. They put an extra egg in for me sometimes. But they're really nice. And if I have an omelette, I'll only have like maybe a couple little sausages on the side.
How many eggs do you use?
Oh, so I think in the omelette machine, it's either 2 or 4. But if I was to do an omelette on my own, I'm using like 6 eggs.
I was going to say, because when I was talking with one of the pals from work, and he was like, if I'm not having my skier bowl, I'll have the I'll have omelettes or that type of stuff. So I was like, okay. And then I said, well, how many eggs do you use for your omelette? And he said 6. So I was like, okay. Now you've been at work, and I was like, go on, I'll give it a go. So I tried 6 eggs in.
Have you used the omelette maker?
No, of course I didn't. in a pan.
Right.
Let it try to
solidify.
Yeah, before trying to flip it. And the flipping bit is like an art form. I'm not getting a plate and then just flipping it onto that and flipping. That's cheating. But then obviously as you try to coax it back, it congeals to it. So I'm like, whatever. And then it just comes out in like 2 pots of like goo. I say goo.
Like a scrambled egg.
I have no. Mine are like well done. So
Dan don't like runny egg.
I can't be dealing with any of the gooiness in there, so they come out like that. But I've chopped up some onions and some little peppers and went in, dashed them in. It was actually all right.
You didn't mind it?
Actually all right, as long as it's like well done and there's no sticky yolk coming.
When did you do that?
Bloody hell! I was on a 10-7.
Oh, okay.
I just come back from the gym and I was like, I need something to eat. And I was like,
see, so with the omelette machine, I can't remember if it's 2 or 4, but whatever it was, I'd always have like surplus mixture. So what you do is you turn the little machine on, give it 2 spritzes of the spray oil, let it heat up, the light will change to green. You lift it up, you fill it into the 2 little dividers, put it down. And then I think it's normally like 6 to 8 minutes. And you'll see, because it rises so much, they're like little fluffy pockets.
oh, okay.
And then you can see it where the container like opens, where it's risen. And then you take it out, and then, as I say, I'd normally do. I tell you what I did do before: hot dog and onion. Not the fat hot dogs, little hot dogs. Yeah. Chopped them up with a little bit of onion, put it in, and add a hot dog and onion thing, and then add a little bit of American mustard on the side.
Nice.
Because it's a good way of getting eggs in you without just like, don't get me wrong, I love scrambled egg. If me and Mum was hungry and it weren't like a rice night and she had eggs in the house, we'd always have bread, and it'd be like, right, we'll use all the eggs up. Sometimes like 8, 10 eggs for the pair of us. But we'd just do it in the big pan, and then you'd have a mountain of scrambled egg on 2 bits of toast, salt, pepper. Mum would put ketchup on hers. I'm like, oh no.
See, it's just got to be salt and pepper.
Yeah. Some people have like really wacky combinations on their eggs.
Really?
And then I'd love it when I'd have my smoked salmon strips. Mum would be like, you can leave the salmon off mine. I'd have my smoked salmon, but yes. Look at that, we've cooked brownie and we're sitting here talking about omelettes.
Sorry.
We just get very distracted. But for a packet mixture, guys, I give that a nice 9 out of 10. I think it was all right.
That was lovely.
And there is, as I say, 3/4 of a brownie left out there, which no doubt it'll be brownie for breakfast maybe tomorrow.
Maybe.
But my lovelies, if you did enjoy the video, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe down below. And leave us a comment. Have you tried any Betty Crocker? Is there any other brands of like ready-made mixtures that you think are handy to have in? There's another one, I can't remember the brand. I think it's like a white and red box where they do like a carrot cake, a chocolate fudge cake. They're normally the ones you see in Tesco, but I feel like they're $3.50. But yes, this is, as I say, it's probably one of the final videos you guys are seeing in August. And I really hope the next few videos, I don't know if it's the next one. This won't be the last one of the month. It might be like the second from last. The last video of the month is the mukbang. So when you see the mukbang, you know summer is done. To get this house transformed to autumn. I'm so excited. Guys, take care. Stay safe as always. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.